In this series of videos, we're going to take a look at PXT-Live, which is our relatively new MIDI remote script for Ableton Push and Live 9. Installation of PXT-Live is very straightforward. After purchasing, you'll be forwarded to a download page where you can download a zip file. Within that zip file, you'll find OS X and Windows installers. I'm going to show you the Windows installer here, but the OS X installer is pretty much identical. The installer really just requires you to accept the license agreement, and everything else is pretty much automatic. And that's pretty much it for installation. After installing, you'll need to do some initial setup in Live. You'll do this all in Preferences on the MIDI Sync tab. You'll need to select PXT-Live as a control surface. You'll select Push's second set of ports as the input and output, and you'll also turn on the track switches for Push's second set of ports. Once setup is complete, you can switch between Push's default functionality and the PXT-Live functionality by pressing the user button on Push. Alright, so PXT-Live doesn't interfere at all with Push's default functionality. In addition to the typical user manual, we also supply a control reference that shows you what all the controls do in the various modes, and this is available in two formats: as a PDF so that you can print it off or access it when you don't have Live accessible, and also as a live lesson so that you can access it without needing to have a separate PDF viewer open. The subsequent videos in this series are going to cover the functionality that PXT-Live provides. I just want to point out a couple things on that. First of all, we don't anticipate that you're going to use all the functionality that's on offer. All right, it's similar to, most other software like Live, for example. Live has lots of functionality built in. You probably aren't going to use all of it. All right, so you only have to learn the parts of it that, apply to you. The same is true with PXT-Live. All right, and the second point is that just like any other piece of software, don't try to learn everything in one sitting. Take it one step at a time and integrate the functionality on offer with your current workflow.